Space Engineers and the Wrong Move Requiem scenario. Alright guys, last time we were here we managed to claim a bit of wreckage that I could only call a tanker. Now, managed to empty it out and it's now in position like I promised. You know, I'll show you guys when I was actually going to disassemble this wreckage. Let's move the Athena out of the way. I don't clonk anything on the way out. That should be fine. So we'll park the Athena up. And then we'll get... just make sure I've got the distance there. And then we'll get everything set up. Have it being disassembled. But whilst I'm going through all these processes, do remember, if you are new to the channel, do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, leave us that nice comment below. If you guys are returning, do remember to like this video. You know, please watch to the end. Alright guys, there we go. We are now hooked up. I am running out of O2 by the looks of it. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's just utilise that just as a means to an end. Alright. So the tanker is in place, it's ready. All we need to do is we need to turn these things back on. This is like the first stage, I guess you could call it. So let's get the building repair systems on. They're going to disassemble this lot. And then what we're going to need to do is find something that we've managed to salvage, like that. And then we're going to need to go transfer to nobody, so that everything gets disassembled, you know, from this wreck. So we've now got a nice little means to an end to be able to disassemble something of this sort of nature while it's sort of semi-protected. Looking at it, the batteries are not doing too hot. We need to put them on recharge. Yeah, gonna need to find a way of being able to keep this space frame charged up now that we've got so much attached to it and so much going on. Right. Still need to finish off our... Right. I think this episode we're going to... I'm hooked onto things. I shouldn't be hooked onto... Right. Need to finish off some things. So, I mean, we got this little enclosure. Yes, fine. But that is actually stopping us from actually being able to draw out any oxygen, so that when we go into space we don't lose out. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to modify this a little. Now it's going to glitch on me. Come on, when you're good and ready. There we go. Right, so how are we going to do this? I think this is going to be quite simple, really. That is going to turn into our vent. Oh yeah, because event, you know. Right. We need to turn that into our... Oh, come on. Why are you choosing now to play up on me? Right. Okay. So going to need the doors to replace the one that we've just taken out. So yeah, we'll have that one there. And then we're going to have to replace this with the corridor section transition. Here we go. There we go. So that's that bit sorted out. Alright, now finally we're going to also need control mechanisms. So button panel. So definitely not. Just something as simple as that. Okay. So I guess we're gonna have to do... Oh, okay. Whoops. Okay, which way is going to be front? It's an interesting question, considering so if we say towards Earth is front, so then that would be port is towards that lot, starboard is towards that lot, so that would be starboard 2, let's call it, something like that. So starboard 2, so that we know what we're looking at here in terms of, so we can pressurize and depressurize this area. So we can do something like that and then go. Well, technically it's depressurized, but we just got nowhere to put it at the moment. Right, we'll do the same on the other end. Actually, technically here. Nothing under there. Just trying to figure out how we're going to hook everything else into excuse me, into all of this so that we can have double vents, you know, one on that side, one on this side, just in case we need it. But just wondering, do we really need it? I think no. I think we could probably get away with just having the one set. Okay, so get the vent in there. I'll have that on the same side there, and we will have our transition. No, not a transition. No, I'm being silly. It's that one that's the transition. That one's the door. Alright, already done. Okay. So SB1, and then we can do pressurize there. I want to set up the panel. Right. So that's SB1. That's SB2. So we know which one's what, and we know what to be doing with it. So I mean, yeah, we just lost some air, I know, but what can we do? We're going to lose a lot more in a minute. Just close that up. Okay. Pressurize on. There we go. Then we can do the same on the other side. Where are we? But this one's going to be a little bit more simpler. Or simple, depending on how you wish to word that. Do you know what? I am going to keep it that way so that the button's on the same, the button pad, if you will, that's on the air vent is on the same side. There we go. So this one we'll call port 1. There's our depressurize. There we go. So we've got the same same theme basically going on. I wish it would stop trying to play silly buggers on me in terms of. I must admit, I've got to clean this machine out. It's getting to the point now where it needs another serious go through. Get rid of a load of bits and pieces that I no longer use. Things like that. Alright, so it seems to be a computer issue. Oh. So let's produce 1,000 of them. So we can keep the punters happy. There we go. So PT2. There we go. Oh. There we go. So oh, excuse me. Yeah, still got the tail end of this illness. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely. Okay. Alright, looking good. Looks like it started it's taking all the core stuff first, which is what I really wanted it to do. Which is great news. Let's get rid of a load of this. Got loads of excess. Right. At some point we really need to rebuild all of this because a lot of this is wasted. there's a better way of doing this. I just need to figure out how I'm going to do this. Because I need a way of being able to pull. I want to do this without using scripts. Scripts, sorry to say it, but drive me insane because of the fact that they keep doing things that I don't want them to do. Especially when I'm trying to like load up a ship or something like that. Can be challenging. So we could say, like the side that the Athena and David is on, that's inbound, that's outbound. So we can then have a clear path. So goods come in, they get sorted, stored, processed, and then they can go out and then
energy low.
Do the things that we need them to do. Okay, energy low, so the easiest way of sorting that out. Let's use the hangar module. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Athena's still, I love that ship. David, excuse me, the David needs a lot of work. I mean, probably could do with a huge rebuild at some point. TT-15 is fine as she is. Got all the modular elements, as you see, attached. Right. So where does that leave us? Right, that leaves us at the point where A, we need another power source. B, we also need right. So how do I do this? Right, let's just double check. This station is immobile. Yeah, it's in station holding mode. So, so we call that the space frame. So much I want to do with this thing. Sometimes I do find myself wondering, where do I start? Where do I stop? What do I do? How do I do it? Right. Because this is an amazing rig, and I'm really proud to say that I would not have been able to design this. So I take my hat off to the people who actually designed the original space frame, and the fact that I can utilize it. I am proud to say that I am glad that I'm able to use it. Okay, so I'm going to use each of these nodes as small solar assemblies, solar arrays, if you will. So for that, I'm going to need where's it gone? There it is. I'm going to need the custom turret controller. Going to need rotor, hinge. Going to need solar. Right, and that should be the start of something awesome. Okay, so I'm going to utilize the way up that it is as the way up. Oh, materials. Might be a good idea. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, no signal in the area. Been a while since I've gone to one of them. Okay, so get that in there. Use the advanced. I have 0 facing to begin with. There is no other hinge that we can use, so have that went round. Okay, so from here I'm going to do, oh, not a heavy, just use a lightweight. We'll do something like that, and then we'll use, we'll just draw a few of them out for now whilst we figure out how much we need. And then we'll go oh, other side. So we want 4 there. There, and then we're going to need another 4 just to sort of polish this off. I'm hoping that these won't collide at any point, so you know, maybe I need to put like a limit, maybe like 45 degrees or something. I wonder if that's actually doable, because I've never tried that actually, limiting the hinge rotation. Or maybe what I'll do is if I make it every other, let's say, okay, so let's work this out. So 1, right, 1 there, miss, 1, miss. Ah, there's only 6. Ah, okay. Oh. Okay, how do we do this then? Because if it's 1, 2, you know, miss a few, we would just have 1 there, it'd be 1 there and 1 there, which means that would be a problem. Okay. So if we limit that to, oops, not 25, to 45 degrees either way, have that as no, SP PT 6 so let's get naming convention sorted out here as well. SPPT6. Yeah, this build vision is so useful for this sort of thing. Alright. Oh, one last thing I have forgotten, as I normally do. I always seem to forget something. We need to add a camera. So where are we going to plonk the camera? Plonk the camera there. That should do nicely. So, oh, we need to name that as well, don't we? So, gonna have to go through naming convention stuff at some point and work through it all, because that's going to take ages to do. I've got so much kicking around at the moment. Okay, so where are we? Azimuth. Rotor, elevation, hinge, camera. Is that one? Change these to something where it doesn't right, always aim at sun. I have forgotten to put on where is it? Rotor lock. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What am I looking for? Shared inertia. Where are you? Have they taken it out or something? Well, the sun is over there, so we'll see how things go. Alright, let's try building another one. Let's see if we get any collision and things like that.
Energy low.
Right. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That does the just sort of trying to build this quickly because I'm aware of my energy level. Right, so we've got that set up and building. Oh, camera. Can't forget the camera. Almost did, but fortunately I remembered. So, camera. Again, we want SP-PT-5. And I hope to God that this works. BT-5. Okay, so that's all them sorted out. And so with oh, excuse me, and so with that one too.
Energy critical.
So oh, I forgot to tell it to aim at sun. Okay. Properly, I'm now able to do so a little bit more smoothly because, as you can see, the skies are clear. I went through little by little and I've removed every non, what do we call it, modular wreck that's in the game. So now I can get back to what I was doing. Now, what I was doing off camera, I guess you could say, because I tried recording it but things went wrong. I've now got refineries, and the game proves me wrong. We've now got refineries for each of our material types with names so that we know what we're going to plug through them. Our large reactor is, well, all but done. I had to oh, excuse me, sorry. I had to do a lot to get the, from the planet back with some silver to try and finish things off. I need to just double check some things on board before I do, because I don't want, because I had to add in parts by using like what do you call it, like that, there's our silver. Add in parts to be able to get back to the station intact. So let's see, I need to turn certain things back on. There we go. Let's see what else we got. That's all sorted. Right. So yeah. So now we can connect up our refineries on the Athena. Hopefully should have kicked in, unless I've turned them off. Sounds like they're churning away nicely. So hopefully that'll mean soon this fusion reactor will be fully built, and we can then you know, power everything off of that, rather than using the the smaller version of the large grid variant on the Athena. Right, these solar cells seems to be doing okay with 45 degrees. I'm going to give them a little bit more leeway. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to give them a 60 degree... Yeah, 60 degree of freedom. Ooh. And we'll do the same on this one. But I don't think they're going to collide. Okay. Right. Huh? Hold on. Where's part of that gone? Haven't had a collision, have I? With a meteor or something? Or is that an area I just happen to miss out? Alright. So it looks like we've got more repair works to do. So let's get that one. Oh, have I still got the... Yeah, I do. I had the admin mode on. You know, like I said, I needed that just to be able to get the David back. Otherwise, we wouldn't have never have slowed down. So need some of that. Have about 200 of that, about 200 of that. And we'll have about 200 of that. I think that covers everything. And then... Not sure why that wasn't. Something's going wrong there. I can tell you that much. Okay. Okay. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Only then can we rise to the challenge. Okay. So add in all of our solar
Inventory full.
Right. So, okay, so we've got all of that in place. Let's grab that back. Okay. So first thing I want to do is I want to sling in all of the advanced rotors. I'm thinking if we get all of these in place, you know, these solar sails, that will help as a passive means of generating energy. Right. Ah, missed. No worries. Once we've, sorry, no worries. I mean, after all, gonna naming convention these off camera later on. But for now, just want to get. I mean, still getting some glitching, but nowhere near as bad. So I'm glad I got rid of a load of those encounters and things like that. I mean, we can add them back on later on if we wanted to. Right, there we go. Okay, so that's that done. Now to add in the hinges. Oh. Alright, so basically we've got ships spawning back in randomly. Not sure why, considering in the settings for this scenario, I've turned everything off that relates to things popping in, so I have no idea why that is. Oh, I know there's one component I knew in the back of my mind I was missing something. Okay. Huh? That way around. Then we want 11 on each of these. What's that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Energy low.
Let's see if we can get this side done, and then we'll get them the energy. I mean, at the end of the day, if I haven't got it right, we can always add them on the go, on the fly, even however you wish to word it. Yeah, I'll just grab from there this time around. Interested in see in a moment. Alright, what's going on? That block is on. Right, that Hadron Collider is now working. Should be powering everything. I think I got that right. I think that's all of them in terms of was that like the fourth one down, I think it is. I'll tell you what, let's get the solar panels in. that in there. And there's obviously and then a case of rinse repeat. Get each of these in place. Right. If I just do one piece at a time, I think it's going to be easier. Am I missing one? 1, 2. Nope, I'm not missing one. I'm probably just missing a brain cell to tell me that it's actually because I already finished setting one up. That I need to actually now introduce the other 3. Right, now it's just a case now of doing the other side. How are we doing here? Still nowhere close. What is going on? What is the deal? What is the problem? Come on, this is gotta work. Okay. Just shove everything in there. Sorry. I'm just trying to figure this out. Alright, that's assembler 2 I need.
Meteor storm inbound.
Don't have enough silver by a long shot. And so 3,000 units gets me 630, so what's that, about a third? No, not even a third. It's about a 1/4 ratio. 12, 18. So I need about another 6,000 units from the planet. Where the hell am I going to get gravel from? To make reactor components. I don't think I've got anything else that actually has gravel as a base element. No, reactor components is the only one that needs gravel. So without mining, it's a case of salvaging. Oh my god, that's going to be fun. How much do we need? 3,000 units. I don't think there's a large grid wreck out there that we can utilize for this. Large grid. Potential. If I knew where the hell it was. Not a clue. Nope, definitely not. I know that because I've started to salvage that. When I was on the planet, I did some salvage work. Okay, that would look more at home in an ice-based area. So, I mean, it's all guesswork from here anyway. What the living hell is that? Anyway, point still stands. Either we go mining just to be able to get some gravel, or we go salvaging again, in the hopes that we eventually get enough to be able to power that big thing. Oh my god, this is a challenge. I think this is a case of let's get the solar array sorted out. And then we can go and have a look around at some of these wrecks, see what we can dig out of them. Whether they're big or small wrecks, so it doesn't really matter. Actually, let's get
Energy low.
It's a shame that gravel is not one of those elements that you can actually buy. At least I've not seen it anywhere. I mean, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist in a trading station somewhere. you know, actually as well, I mean, ideally we really need to get back into doing a lot of the missions from those stations as well. Find some more of those outposts, you know, through hauling contracts. Okay.
Energy critical.
Oh, you twit! I put them in the wrong place. Ah. That would be the cat wanting attention. Right. So I think we that's the wrong way around anyway.
No energy.
Right. Okay, so whilst we're waiting for everything to sort out, I think what we're going to do is, if we call it an end to this episode, I will get the solar panels finished
Meteor
off
storm
and
inbound.
Start thinking about some of the other elements that we need to add in. We still definitely need to add in some point defense systems. Like I said, meteor storm inbound. Not sure they're going to be a problem for us, but it could be a problem. So might be an idea for me to get some guns in. So I think what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to go and look into that. I'm going to look into finishing off with the refineries and also getting our solar panels to start pointing the right direction to be able to help collect energy. And yeah, I think next episode we'll go salvaging, see if we can find some of those reactor components. If we can't find it in a couple of wrecks, we'll just grind a bit out of an asteroid or the moon or something and get some gravel that way and get those reactor components. I think we're just going to have to do something like that just to work it, because otherwise it's going to take forever to get those bits and pieces together. Yeah, I'm sure we need to move on. Okay guys, well, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you next time on the Cangelus Gaming.